fellow human beings. So, I'm not gonna be tying anything today. I'm trying to figure out when heading down. Probably gonna be heading down tomorrow. And I forgot when I went yard sailing with Code the other day. I have to find one more thing. I found my dad this brand new Tommy Hilfiger flannel. Really nice, really soft. So quite stoked on that. From afar, it looked like a cheap, printed on flannel. The really faint lines, it looked printed on from afar. However, no, it's woven. Nice. Yeah. So I can't forget that. And yeah, it's been nice last few days. Let's see, not much, but kind of been mentally preparing for this for the last few months, so you know. Got a ton of feathers and I'm really brutally appreciative over that. I don't really celebrate it, so I don't really talk about it. Everyone has one, but yesterday was my birthday and I got some unexpected things and very just stoked on that. I got a coffee grinder to make dubbing, so a huge thank you to Restorer of Ruins. Y'all will see him in the chat every now and then. And Love and Light, aka Ice Dub. I've been wanting, I have had this little mixture of orange and this Pearl UV hairline dub, which I was just adding to everything. However, got some more to work with, and this multicolor one is delicious, and it's got pink, turquoise, and gold, so it's really fun as adding red, blue, green, and purple, so it's like every color possible, and it just looks really nice to the eyes. And still really learning how to work with it. Right now I've been learning the different dubbings. I've been running into kangaroo and rabbit, and what's the difference between rabbit face and rabbit body. I'm from Florida, born and raised, and probably will never leave. Akin to a barnacle. However, yeah, I'm from Florida, and I can't get over some of these feathers. I don't know if you can see. Now, these feathers are from the Fly Tires Variety Pack by Whiting Farms. So, Whiting seems to have the best feathers. And so let's see. Fly Tires Variety Pack, premium quality, assorted feather trims for panfish, bass, pike, poppers, streamers, saltwater salmon, and steelhead. Whiting Farms Inc., Colorado. But, you know, decent sized bag for 24 bucks. Decent sized bag for 24 bucks. This thing came jam-packed. Jam-packed. Like, the entire desk was full. And I still have to put these in the bag, so they're still out. The prints, I apologize, y'all. Some of these are definitely going into a hat. There's like one or two that I have temporarily. I'm going to fix a hair clip onto it because they're seriously stunning. I am very excited. I don't know if you can tell. I do fish, but got really into learning how to see, I've crafted my whole life, grew up fishing, and a few months ago decided I wanted to focus on fishing because the state of the food and like available food in markets is just pretty atrocious. And like, we don't have a single fresh Florida catch fish at any of the markets locally. And it's a good area. It's a agricultural area, and like, you know, they're putting it on Walmart, people are losing their minds. So you would think that they had like, you know, some type of no, there's nothing. It's frozen, then shipped off, and then treated and dyed and packaged and then sent back. And just got you know, a little tired of that. Grew up with so much in the ocean that is delicious, like sand perch, really easy to catch and really delicious. and it produces a ton of food that's clean, whole, nutrient dense, delicious. And Code actually went to visit his family in Scotland and brought back some of his grandpa's flies, which I try to show him as much as possible because I'm really stoked to still have them. And I really have to do a video showing all of them up close because I'm working on getting the materials so I can recreate some of these identically so I could fish with the same ones. That's some really, really nice setups. I still haven't learned how to do deer fur or to stack any fur, but working on that. This one is my absolute favorite. The jungle cock and all, and yeah, it's really nice and they're quite old. It's like really, really elegant looking, just like I believe, is that a flank feather? I actually, my pillow finally got a hole in it, so I decided to try to get some feathers, and some of them are really, really, really going to be quite ideal. Now, I'm not sure if they absorb water, if they repel water, or anything of the like, but there's a ton of really speckled feathers. Zoom. Am I a cripple? What? No, but I'm more happy to help any, like, get to water. Why isn't it showing you the speckles? Well, anywho. Here, let me flip the camera around so you can see. These are from my pillow. And it was one of the ones that also had the structural center. So it had some larger feathers in there. But the speckles, really nice. And some are quite, like, the tendrils or the barbels are almost rounded. Pretty neat. For itty bitty guys, maybe, or for tail material, I don't know. Wings maybe for these speckled. Some of them are quite small but rigid. I've got some super small hooks. Yeah, while we're here, excuse the mess. These are the hooks that came with that basket that Code got, which came with some really nice soft plastics that, like, shapes I've just have yet to see. Like, as simple as it is, the maggot really blew my mind because how realistic they were. Just the shape was just so on point. So I'm trying to figure out what exactly these hooks are called. Wide gap, short shank. Oops. And if they're good for tying. So, real neat. These ones I know are going to be ideal. Long shank. And I've been, my hands are a bit permanently filthed up because I've been, digging for worms for I think like 2 weeks straight. Just about. And, every day. I dig for worms. Real nice hooks though. And they have a double stab. So, I don't want to say I stole them, but I may have acquired them in a not so I may have guilted my way. They're just so ideal. And I think the wide gap ones will be nice to keep plain for all kinds of things, but I'm gonna put these in a bag, and I've just been looking through because there's so many different kinds of feathers here. Now, they're not super long, and that's more than fine. The super long ones, oh my gosh. Holy, like, the world of feathers is incredible. I one day think it would be nice to have a shelter for birds with pretty feathers, and they get to live their life out paradise-like. And then but the shine on the color really needed brown bad. So I'm also trying to figure out which are roosters and which are hens. Like, I want to say this is a hen feather. Let's see. Yeah, hen, right? Look at those. I don't have anything this thin, so it's gonna be really sick to finally be able to try a little guy. Like, the smallest I think I've tied thus far is just like a regular, what I would call a small hook, but not anymore. I mean, I knew small hooks existed, and like, I used sabiki of all sizes. Oh, I do want to say, I did bring the fly pole out yesterday, and I did not get any footage. So there's no like easy way to say this other than I have a lot to learn. And like, I was getting it, just not far, and like the end of the line would hit, and then the leader would just kind of next to it, and also the leader moves really, really fast, and I don't know if my fly is too light, but it just moves really fast. Here, let me pull it. I haven't really read the comments, so I've kind of been ranting, because trying to get to a shop before it closes, so also, ooh, whoa, my hair looks like shit. I look like my mom. Oh, I shouldn't have said that. My hair looks like shit. I look like my mom always had like big poofy hair, and every morning before school I used to be essentially she loved her hairspray, and we had a really small bathroom. Miss those days. Okay, so one in your hand looks like the hand. Oh, hen? Okay, good. So I'll make sure that's, yeah, it's already. And this is another one, like there's pointy ones, but it's webby, and so perhaps this is also hen. I swear though, some of these are just like some hot glue will be able to come right off, but they look just like what I was trying to. When I was in high school, there was I used to make these hair clips, and there was a girl whose mom who made the most killer tie-dyes, and I still have the shirt to this day, just as vibrant as I got it, and I was able to trade her some of the hair clips, but they were just all feathers, and I would usually acquire the feathers in various ways. I was a child, okay? I may or may not have been like jacking feathers off of jackets from thrift stores and antique stores, because like there's always feathers lying around, and I do it to this day, but now I show the feathers. In craft stores there's always feathers on the floor, right? It's just like succulent flowers or succulent leaves at Home Depot. But they don't let you take those anymore. I don't know if they ever did, but I police got stolen. Yeah, this chair is great, Alyssa. I may or may not have, see, I have my chair that I found in an alley that I've used for years, but it just squeaks a little too loud, and Code got, this is the only, proper chair I've ever had. Everything else is, like, the chairs before I had, I also found in the alley, and they're 1930s ice cream store chairs. Sounds great. It's just like wood and iron, but it's in the shape of a heart. It was real nice. I think I still have a few of those. If anybody's interested in, they're iron, so they'll clean right up, but they're really neat. Anytime I find them, and that's not the first one I found in the alley too. You just like constantly look at objects, and then you'll know what you're looking at when you find it in an alley. And little historical towns and like kitschy areas, you'll find the most incredible stuff in the alleys and bulk pickup days. And like if you ever wanted to get into furniture restoration, if your area has bulk pickup, yeah, see straight up like mid-century modern furniture on the side of the road. It's always honestly painful having to drive past some of the stuff due to size. And last time we did that, because this is something I've engaged with since I was a kid, and I always said like we should have like our own like Sanford and Son, so show I grew up with, and my parents grew up with, but yeah, best spot for antiques sometimes is like the side of the road. And last time I found like these gorgeous planters, huge. They're like, you know, they're like worth something, and like so you could always sell them, but I'm gonna use them for potatoes. Look at that. This is like all like bridal hairpiece, like reminds me of, but yeah, I think that might be what could have caused the hernia. So I forever regret noticing the planters. I saw them and I was like, whoa, there's planters over there. My dad turned around very quick, and I couldn't move them at all. They were the most solid, like I guess cement. I don't know. Anyway, long story short, I think I might have caused some damage. Same day saw a pawn shell too, and I was like, oh, turn around right now. And I was like, oh, they'll be there. And by the time we were going, it was going in the back of someone's truck. And it was funny because they wanted to trade the planters for the pawn shell. Lake Worth is the best place in the world. Used to be anyway. But it'll level out again because it's a little like artsy, like it's like the tip of the Bermuda Triangle. But, so let's see, how am I doing on time? Hernia. Yeah, my dad also has a hernia. He does irrigation, so his body was his machine for years. And there's just an immeasurable amount of feathers from that bag. Like, obviously. I'm trying to separate them by color. Different colors, and like I'm guessing these are rooster. They're very shiny and very ribbed up. Long tendrils. So I've been wanting to make some massive woolly grubbers. I wonder how I haven't looked it up, but I wonder if I could make a saltwater version. And oh, so the foam beetle, it floated beautifully and moves on the water incredibly. I stood in the water a little bit. It was cold. I didn't see any gators or anything, but I mean, especially you can't see in the water at all. But there was a boar, a huge boar, no longer living, vultures, and it was like, I got some footage of it, but I'm not gonna post it. More than happy to share with anybody interested, but yeah, it was intense. Smelt to high heavens, and yeah, surprisingly though, didn't see anything, not a single gambush or anything. But I didn't pay no mind because I was really trying to practice with the casting, and as I'm focused on the roll cast because most of the spots that would be, I believe, all right for fly fishing is very grown over, a lot of stuff to get caught in. So, been focusing on the roll cast, and it does roll, but as soon as the line hits the water, the leader doesn't like go out, it just kind of falls next to it. And it's super fast, so when I try pulling the line to have it move, it's already moving so fast. And so there's a few things. Unfortunately, Steve Blue passed away last year. Ironically, a little creature that got trapped under a steel drum. Don't think he would have lasted a full another day, maybe not even a few hours. Came the same month he passed, a year later, so probably gonna release like today or tomorrow. Not sure, gonna bring him outside to hunt here after get back, so 6, so shoot. Yeah, no worries. Such is life. Best friend I've ever had, so can't look too sad on it because it was the best experiences I've ever had too. And isn't that what like living on this like existence and being fully aware of everything is about? It's just having like the best experiences possible. Now, thankfully, I'm very simple, so like a desk of craft supplies and a companion of the animal world. This is peak like existence. So it's 6. Probably should head out, but I'm gonna probably come back and continue packing, and not packing, but at least trying to figure out a travelable setup, which I'm pretty much there. I try to make like a filing system, so there's like each piece right next to each other. I'm just using Ziplocs because I can reuse those forever, and yeah, and I think I pretty much have everything that I need to just focus a bit and make some dubbing, which I was going to try to make some dubbing, but I think that would be a little too loud, and very stoked on that because I've been making the dubbing by hand, pulling out every individual fiber, and the coffee grinder doesn't really cut it. It just like it moves it fast enough so the fibers just like float out. It's so pretty. I've even been using it for felting, and I was thinking that would also be a good base because I am definitely going to use any feather that like, I'm gonna look up what feathers are not like the best for every fly possible, and then I'll use some of those, and I'll use some of those to put, so the plan is like a felt pad essentially, kind of like the crab shell thing, so I don't know what I do with them, but a pad, and then stitching the feathers in interesting arrangements, and then maybe like a stick to poke through, I don't know, copper, and so it'll be a mixture of a few different hair clip styles, but like really utilitarian, so because that dubbing works essentially like wool roving, and you can use wool roving for dubbing apparently too. I keep seeing it in craft store fly tying materials, and yes, so on that night, on that note, double dipping in December, church, Church kisses will get you going to the shower. Bless his heart. He is the most precious little creature on this planet. However, his breath is like there's nothing you can do. But what am I talking about? Church is our dog, who is a English bulldog, a rescue. My parents' neighbors had a dog that needed a home, and Co's dog Lucy is quite elderly, and gosh, she's like a puppy again, and so it's been a huge, huge plus as far as an addition. He just his breath is like it should be studied. It would take like yeah. Anyway, but they're the greatest little guy. He is really fun to walk. His ears bounce so comically. Best walking dog. It's incredible, and I wish he was built for swimming, but I've read too much like that. Maybe I should read stuff on the other side though, like bulldogs that do swim, but too worried that he'll get water up his nose, and like you could just watch him and know that like he's not supposed to be like that. Just his nose is just but yeah, and the little guy has a very, very distinct aroma. But couldn't I get past so much with animals because like I don't know what it is. Like it doesn't like I feel like a lot of people could agree with that. Like is like they can't do anything gross. I feel like a lot of humans would gladly pick up a cat turd, but like their buddies maybe not so much. That was an odd example. On that note, look at this feather salad. Let's see what I mean. And like the decapitated feathers, I'm trying to figure out a way to kind of repair those and to use for hats. I don't know what else to call them. Hair pieces, I guess. Yeah, I'm really stoked on it. These feathers, I've never seen anything so beautiful. Like, what? And they're thin. Which I didn't have a lot of thin feathers for the little... Like, what? That is a lot of pattern and color. Just... that's incredible. And they're all, you know, proper feathers, like, in their place. It's wild. And, like, I keep saying, too, that I'm supposed to just get, like, pelts or little hunks, because then you'll learn a lot more rather than getting little pecks, because, there's so many specific feathers, and a lot of times, like, there's feathers on the whole bird. Yeah. Wish I could find some turkey feathers locally. There's so much turkey right across the canal, and I just have to get. It's spooky. I feel like I don't have the largest, but I have a little balls. But it's spooky. You know, there's gators everywhere. There's vultures like carrying out like carcasses, and spooky in like in a great way. Like I don't know, like very, very intense. I love vultures, and it's rare that I get to see like a ton at the same time close up. Incredible. There was only really one McDonald's in Jupiter that I know that was like a guaranteed vulture at all time spot, and they're so intense, and really nice birds. but looks like it lasts. Yeah, the bar at the lake was really intense. But I'm trying to scroll up because I don't even. Sorry, Oscar. Yeah, I wanted to pop in real quick. I didn't plan on tagging anything, but a little out of it too. But gonna try to make that shop and yeah, continue organizing. Hope you all have a beautiful night, and please do continue to recommend patterns. I am at a loss as far as like freshwater patterns specifically and stuff that I currently have. And the next thing I wanted to mess with was soft tackling, which I have yet to even dabble in, and I believe these are what would be used. I don't know yet. Because the spider six. Okay, gotta go. Happy trails, y'all. Oh, happy! Thank you, thank you for your and brutally thank you. The package went out today, so it has stamps, so it might be a few days, but it's on its way finally. Thank you. And I hate to run, but I have pushed it to the last minute, so I apologize. But happy trails and never hesitate. And so yeah, we'll get back time very shortly. A quick update also, my dad is going in, or went in today, but they needed more paperwork, so they have to go back. It's a pain. Happy trails.